Who is going to the final in the biggest virtual H1 Unlimited race of the season? Or I guess we can say the virtual Rooster Tail Talks presents SNHL Division 1 race of the year. Rather, time for the Consolation. Here are your runners. There is Nick Kish and Easton Eagles Racing. Ben Dow also in this race in Wounded Warrior Project. U17 Jarrett Meyer Target, been a consistent day, but not enough points to get to the final, as well as Bucket List Miss Rock, Super B RT, and Matt Johnson Design all here. These are the racers that will take part in tonight's Consolation. And he won't be able to get there, but he will at least get lane number 3. Jarrett Meyer's going to have lane number 1. Matt Johnson Design is in lane number 2. Ben Dowell, Taylor Evans, if they're going to get it done, as well as Nick Kish, they're going to have to get it done from the outside lanes as we're at 20 seconds. All the boats coming up pretty much uniform. This is going to be a really good start. It's under 13 seconds. So now Ben Dowell gets away. He's going to decide to go early. Now he slows down a little bit. So we're under 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And mark, it's a good start. Matt Johnson Design leads them across the line from lane number 3. 6 hydroplanes go flying into turn number 1, and it's that gold and white Matt Johnson Design that currently has the ticket into the final, but Jarrett Meyer wants to take it away. There in the U17 Target, he's got the inside line. We've seen that boat usually in lane number 2 making speed. Now we get to see if he can make speed on the shortest way around. Logic would dictate that he can, but Matt Johnson is also able to make speed there in lane number 2, and he's got the advantage. He'll be able to set the corner for the U17 so he can make it as tight as humanly possible without causing a penalty, but the U17 gets a good turn there, and is going to draw even with the U10 and draw ahead by just a little bit, but Matt Johnson gets on the power, is going to draw even, and they're going to be deck to deck, and it's going to be the U10 by inches as we start lap number 1. Matt Johnson Design leads the Connie. Second is going to be the U17. We're going to stay with the leaders because it's the only position that matters. No points on the line. The winner goes on to the final. The rest watch from the trailer. And it's going to be the U17 getting a great haul off of turn number 2. And he's going to pull in front by just an inch. But the U10 fights back. Both boats aggressively on the power. Aggressively hanging those sponsons in the air, getting the most speed possible, and it's the U10 that's got just a little bit more, but remember the 17's got the inside line, and he's going to use it to perfection. He's going to take the lead through the midpoint of the corner and hit the exit pin with the ticket to the final as we get ready to start the 3rd lap. What does Matt Johnson have on the outside for the U17 of Jarrett Meyer? We ride along with the U10 as we head into turn number 1. Here comes Matt Johnson, got those sponsons high out the air. It's going to have the much better arc, but the U17 is leading the way. He could push out a little bit, force the 10 to take a further line around as Matt Johnson bounces a little bit. He's going to lose a little bit of ground. Now half a rooster tail behind as we go down the back stretch. But we know the U10 is aggressive when it comes to hanging those sponsons out the air. He's going to try to claw back this deficit before he hits turn number 2. He's got to get in the lead if he wants to go on to the final as we head into turn number 2, and it's going to be the U17 Jarrett Meyer leading the way and starting to pull away from Matt Johnson Design. The U17 Target is looking for a way to the final. It's going to be in the trailer spot, but it's still a chance at some extra points as he hits the white flag there crossing the start-finish line buoy, and Matt Johnson is starting to see his chance at the final slip away. He's got to have a much better turn 1 than he had 1 lap ago. I don't think he can get it, though. He will not get it as the lead is extended to now a rooster tail between him and the U17. Jarrett Meyer in the Target starts flying the sponsons down the back stretch, getting those as much speed possible to try and extend this lead, while meanwhile Matt Johnson's got those sponsons well and truly up in the air, trying to find as much speed as possible, trying to hang it into turn number 2, but it's not going to be enough. through the exit pin of turn number 2, heading towards the start-finish line buoy, and heading to the final, Jared Meyer in the U17 Target. Meyer on his way to the final. Instead, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to decide who wins the Scott Pierce SNHL Gold Cup.